Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of the rivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So TCU's offense will be first on the attack. These two have played some barn burners over the years, and last year was no exception as the Bears won a close one.
The Bears took care of business. They made the plays when they needed to, did a good job in the rivalry game, keeping their heads level, making those plays. They came up victorious, and now TCU had a year to stew on it, Palmer, and think about that loss.
And TCU believes that they've got the matchups to make this a different story than what it was the last time they played. They feel like they have better players on this team. We're about to find out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Got his man on the right. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
The Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cameron. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. In the red area, it's Washington. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the Bears will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Gives it on the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He lets it fly. Makes a grab down the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Hoover. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Prentice. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Baylor. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost
to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Robertson. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Reads it, fires complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker is Hawkins. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Pushes for the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Spins away from one. Got the first down and more. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.
And you've got to feel good if you're this offense, right? To come out and to make as many plays as you did in front of your home crowd.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.